Okay. Couple things. But let me introduce myself first. Welcome to the Be Your Own Hero show. I'm your host. I'm CQ Wrights. I'm also an author. This is like my sixth or seventh book out. I'm not sure which, but this is the one that's most important. This is it. This is it. Hack your pain now. Hack your pain now. Go out and check out this book because this will help you go through any hardships that you might be going through. It'll help you. Okay. So, shout out to New Thought Media Network for giving me this space and this opportunity to grow. Because this is the most important point. This is the most important point in all the intros that I do. I am a two-time stroke survivor. 2 times. I couldn't believe it when they just told me that I had a second stroke. They just told me this. Anyway, I'm a 2-time stroke survivor and I am learning. I'm growing. I am featuring myself on this how to get it back situation, right? Because I'm working every day. Working every day. And no matter how upbeat you see me here, you've got to understand there's 26 other hours. Wait, there, 20, 23 other hours. All right. So just know that sometimes I need some help. But this I think will sustain me. And quick side note, my mom has been telling me to make something organic. Well, organic, but helpful in the next couple of days because this is a busy week. But I think I got to do it. I think I have to do the show because I need it. I need it. So I think that's what's going to have to be. We're going to find out. We're going to find out, Mom. We're going to find out. All right. So welcome to the Be Your Own Hero show. And let's get into money. And let's get into it. And then I want to do a couple of announcements. So let's get into the acclamation. I am so happy and grateful to be a multi-millionaire in every area of my life. All right, one more time. I am so happy and grateful to be a multi-millionaire in every area of my life. Ashe, ashe, ashe. So let that affirmation live with you. Let it live with you. Let it abide within you. Okay, so anyway, I said we're going to get to money first. Let's get it. Let's get to money first. Okay, so what have I been talking about? I've been talking about trading, right? And I've been talking about Forex, trading Forex specifically, right? And I said yesterday that I was going to focus on Forex for the rest of the week because I messed up on Monday. I was playing around on the phone when I was, shooting little games. I was just doing fun stuff, but I wasn't doing fun stuff. Let me correct that right now. I was feeling bad Monday, and I let that take the lead, right? So Monday I didn't do anything. So I figured that the rest of the week I would focus on Forex because it's open all week. It's only closed Friday to Saturday. No, Friday to Sunday. Yeah. So, but other than that, it's open. Anyway, my point is, I started talking about trading Forex, right? Well, listen, I knew that I had to get a vendor. I had to get a broker, right? And I said, oh man. Now you've seen me be like this, be like, oh man. Because every time I try to get a broker, something goes sideways. I'm like, oh. Now I even told 2 brokers that I have a stroke because I was trying to get them to help me with what it was I needed. I was like, I don't understand what you're asking me for. I don't understand what you're asking me for. So, timeout, sidebar. My level of understanding is less than what it usually is. Less than what it was before the stroke. The strokes, plural, right? So this has been very hard for me to accept. It's been very hard for me to accept. But I feel normal, except I start to have a conversation and then the levels start going like this on me. And I'm like, oh. Now, I found out from a recent neuropsychologist that I've become good at keeping a straight face. Mm-hmm. Oh, hmm, hmm. Oh, okay. But meanwhile, I'm like, oh shoot, right? So, so I've developed that, and so I've got to manage it a little bit better. And so, what I was trying to explain to these brokers is, listen, I've reached a point at which I've maxed out. I don't understand what you're asking me for anymore. Help me, help me. I'm someone who has a stroke. Help me, help me. Both of them were like, man, whatever, just fill out the stuff. And so I was like, okay, I can't figure it out, right? So what happened last night? Well, actually, a little before last night, but what happened recently is I saw an ad for a broker. It wasn't really an ad. It was this guy. I told you about this guy who talked about the how can we call it, a stock strategy. Stock strategy. His strategy was to go in at 9:30 in the morning and set your ending time for 11 a.m. 9:30 to 11 a.m. 9:30 to 11 a.m. Right, and just watch it. Okay. In his video, he mentions this broker, and he's talking about it all the time. He's always talking about it. Yeah, talk about it, and I was like, all right, let me try. Right? Because I told you I was going to be focused on forex trading the rest of this week. Right? So, so I looked it up, looked fine. I'm not gonna lie. I had my head off to the side. I'm like, oh, here we go. So I filled it out, and very quickly said, "You're done." And I was like, okay, well, clearly I messed something up. All right. So last night I went in again, and I hit the chat feature. All right. So I hit the chat feature, and I said, okay, what did I do wrong? What did I do wrong? I mean, I knew you're gonna hit me with something big to do, something big to do. And they said nothing. I was like, what do you mean it's done? And they're like, yeah, it's done. And I was like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. So I did it again. I did the whole process again, and the same process. Quick. It said you're done. I was like, all right, well, all right. You say it's done. How do I transfer the money in so that I can now trade? So sidebar, you have to put your money in with a broker, and your broker holds the money, and then you can trade money, trade, trade, trade whatever it is you're trying to trade with it, right? So you can't, unlike unlike regular stock market where you can just go and trade automatically. Just you got money, you can trade automatically. You have to go through a broker. So I have to give the broker some money. I have to decide $10, $20, $30, whatever. I've got to decide how much I want to give the broker, right? Okay, so time in. So I said, well, how do I put the money in? And he said, oh, you put the cryptocurrency right here. And I was saying, what? The cryptocurrency? He's like, yeah, the cryptocurrency. I'm like, man, you mean to tell me that the only way that I can transfer money into your system is by using crypto trade? Yes. Oh man. So I had to face. I had to face. I was like, oh. And this was late last night too. Actually, it wasn't that late. It was last night. I was like, so, oh, excuse me. Sorry. Sorry. Okay. So I was thrown off because I was like, I've never even heard of this before. I never even heard of this before, where they want you to give them money in the form of crypto of some kind, and then transfer it to money, and then transfer the money, and then you can do whatever you want. So here's the good news, though. Good news is I can do whatever I want in terms of the trading forex, but I've got to transfer the money from crypto into US dollars. And so I was, I was hanging my head for a while. I was like, oh. But then I thought, what do I have in crypto? What do I have in crypto? Because we spoke about it here recently, right? So I thought for a while, and then I looked for a while. I started looking, and it was one that I could remember my password for. I remember my password, and I've got $370. Now, that sounds great, but but let me tell you that $370 used to be $1,000. Yikes! Yikes! That $1,000 has devalued itself down to $370. But it's the money that I wasn't going to touch. There was nothing I was going to do with that money until, I don't know, until something. Now what I can do is I can trade that money, that money that was way off in the far reaches of my mind. I started thinking about, well, maybe I can use that money as my practice money. $370 practice money, and I can experiment with that. I could try to make that $370 up by $3, right? I can try to inch it up, just inch it up, just inch it up, and then that will be completely separate from my from my main money. I was like, hey, that's not bad. That's not bad. So for those of you who invested in crypto, and for those of you that are like, oh man, I don't know what to do with the money now, you may consider a brokerage that lets you trade forex. Now, that's all I'm going to say because that's all I've done so far. I am going to stick it out with this broker, and I'm going to use that $370, and I'm going to use that money to be my account. Like that's my money to practice forex with. And so hopefully that $370 will soon be $3,074, right? Right. Hopefully, I will inch it up and inch it up and inch it up, right? So that's where I am. That's where I am. And so I know I've gotten out of bounds for many of you who aren't yet into trading yet. So let me scale it back. Let me scale it back. Let me see. What do I want to scale it back to? Well, okay. Well, so with money, you've got to get over the idea that the more you do, the more money you get. The more money you do, the more money you get. Right? You've got to get rid of that idea because what I've noticed is when I was making $18,000 per month, I mean, I was, that's what, like $200,000 a year. $200,000 a year. That's, there was nothing I couldn't do. I mean, anything. I could do anything with the money, right? And so what I found though is that I was doing less. I was doing less than anything. I was like, what is happening? Because what our minds our mindset is, we got to work hard. We got to work hard to get the money. Work hard to get the money. Work hard to get the money. And no, that's not it. Like, the more money you make, the less you have to do. I mean, it's true. Like, I can't explain it better than that. You got to focus on the how, right? You got to focus on the how, but if you focus on the how, you can figure out how to. You know what? I saw this thing on Instagram. This is it. So they showed this worker, and they were showing the worker grinding the wheel to make money, right? It's grinding the wheel, it's grinding the wheel. Then step up, there was the boss, and he was was throwing the wheel around, but slower for the money. And then there was the franchise owner, moving even slower to make the same amount of money. And then then the entrepreneur was not hitting the treadmill at all. Was not hitting the treadmill at all. And there was heaps of money coming to him. Right? Meanwhile, on all the other subsequent levels, the further down you went, the more money they made. Right? So if you are making money, if you are hustling, making money, you're at the worker level. And once you go up from there to the owner level, then you'll move your ring less. And then you go up, you move your ring less. And you go up, move your ring just a little bit. I'm gonna find that video. And show it to you, because it's such a good video. And it's really hard to understand. I understand that, but it's true. The more work you do, the more you think you're getting more. No, the more I just had it. Okay. All right. I guess that was it. I guess that was the universe's way of saying you're done with that point. But I just want to hope you understand that if you're working hard, and that equates to money for you, then you're doing it wrong. All right? If you're working hard and that equates to money for you, you're doing it wrong. Because at each of the higher levels I've worked at, I've made less money for doing less work. Wait a minute. No, wait. More money for doing less work. I mean, I'm telling you, when I was making $18,000 per month, I was like, what should I do? What am I? I've got nothing to do. It was crazy. And that's the truth of it. So keep that in mind. All right? Keep that in mind. Okay, so now let's see if we can get my run report in. I got it in time today, but let me see if I can get it. If I can get it to perform today. I don't know if I can get it. I don't think I got it. I did not get it set up. So let me see if I can get it set up. I think this might work. Hold on one second while I forward this. Wait a minute now. I think this is it. Okay, hold on, please. I just didn't have this set up for the screen yet. I think this might be it. No, I don't think this is it. Well, I guess I'll just play this one. This will be the partial. Okay, so I didn't get the full report. I'm not sure why it's not showing, but I did get this. So let me share my screen. Share screen, video, share, and where did it go? Sorry, I should have had this set up, but here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Add the stage. Here we go. All right, so I'm just gonna play this one. Okay. Sorry, my bounce is a little off, but I made it today. Despite my bounce being off, my bounce has been off all morning, but slow down. I've been really slow. And I ran on this street that had lots of cross-cutting streets, so it gave me a chance to stop. And yeah, stop a little bit. Yeah, that's what I got. That's what I got. Safety rights. I've been doing this for more than 290 days. By doing this, I mean I've been exercising every morning, and yeah, I've been rocking my hero hoodie. Check out that on the website if you want, safetyrest.com. I give away hoodies to the unhoused, and so yeah, I'm warming up. I'm warming up. Next stop is the marathon. Next stop is marathon. Next stop is me representing myself for back on your feet, back on my feet, and yeah, I'm here. I'm here. Get your money ready, folks. Get your money ready. Have your money ready on November 5th. On November 5th, have some money saved up. Even if it's only $5, have some money saved up. All right, later. Okay. Bounces along. So, as I was saying in the video, my balance was off today. My balance. I first noticed my balance was off inside the house, and I was like, "Uh oh, like maybe I shouldn't run." But then I was like, "Well, let me just get out and walk." And then I walked a little bit. I said, "Well, let me try to jog a little bit." And then I jogged a little bit. And so thankfully, what I did was I kept running along a street that had lots of cross streets. And so the traffic would force me to stop. So I'd catch my breath, catch my balance, and I kept moving forward. And so this just goes to show you that you can find a way forward, because zero balance, like balance off, that is the perfect time to say, yeah, my balance is off, so I didn't do it, right? But you've got to train yourself to say, well, I can't do that, but let me try this. Can't do this, let me try that. And so, yeah, my time today was terrible because I kept stopping for the cross traffic. But you know what? I finished a mile. I finished a mile. All right? I finished a mile. And so that makes me feel good. That makes me feel good. All right, so that's that. Now I want to talk about this. So this is my new what is this title? My new title. You have noticed that I changed my photo. I changed the photo because two people this week have said they had no idea that I had a stroke. No idea that I had a stroke. I'm like, what? What? So I put this stroke here, and also because this picture of me, I'm doing this or something like that, and it kept bothering me because I feel so disconnected from that previous version of me. I do. I know you guys don't think I should be, but I do. I feel disconnected from him. And so I like using pictures of me that really have been taken from this picture, from this period, from this picture forward, right? Because I can see a difference. I can. I can see the difference. And I've got to work with myself to feel better about my my vision of myself. So anyway, here we are. This is the new title screen. This is it. This is it. This is it. This is how I am segueing myself from who from where I was. All right. And also my arm. So my arm, I've been walking this what's it called? Camouflage. Yeah, camouflage. I've been rocking this because what I've been doing, I don't think I've told you, but when I get home, I wrap my arm with everything. Everything. When I get home and get to bed, I wrap everything around my arm. I don't know why I do it, but I feel more comfortable with my arm wrapped. And so I thought maybe there's got to be something similar. And I looked on Amazon, I found this. And so this means that I can have this layer of protection 24/7, 365. I can have it on all the time. And it's, it takes some getting used to, but it's helping me. So because now I can be outside in the world and still have my arm wrapped up. Right? Because there's like, I mean, there's an area, no, this area, it's like my whole arm, but it feels like it's very sensitive. It's very sensitive. And this protects it a little bit, just a little bit. And so that's it really. It's like it maintains some of the distance. Like something hits my arm, it has to go through this thing a little bit more, a little bit extra. You see what I mean? I hope you can understand, but essentially it provides one more layer. One more layer. Yes, that's it. One more layer before it has to deal with the outside world. And that's very important to me. And so I'm very happy that I found something on Amazon that fulfills that purpose. All right. What else did I want to say? I think that's it. I think that's it. Let me see if I got any comments before I go. Okay, it's V King. I admire how you listen to your body and you are finding a way forward. That's interesting. That's interesting. My body is not letting me not find a way forward. Like it fit. My body is doing its own thing, right? And I'm just trying to adjust. Like, no balance today. Well, I got to do something, and then I did something, and well, my arm it hurts every day. I got to find something, and doing a little bit every day is helpful. It's helpful. All right. So time is up, and today I am going to what's the name of the school? Cornell. I'm going to Cornell, and so yeah, wish me luck. I'll be going to Cornell and finding out what they got in store for me. And so yeah, we'll find out. So today and tomorrow I'll be with Cornell. So fingers crossed. Okay, remember that now is better than now. Now is better than perfect. Now is better than perfect. Now is better than perfect. Ashe. And I'll see you mañana. Later.